Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Yes. So how you all are doing? All okay. Okay. So you people remember that in the last class we have already learned that what is a presentation. Can anybody say what is a presentation?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Presentation is about you and how you present yourself in everyday situations. Presentation
Okay.
always involves at least two persons. One who present the presentation, that means you, and the audience who receive the presentation.
Okay. So we can say that in presentation always is it required to produce it with a visual effect?
Yes, ma'am. Always records as a visual effect.
So if I don't have any visual effect, so can't I teach people that what I want to say?
Yes, ma'am. That's all right.
In schools and colleges, it is not always possible for teachers to make out visual effects, right? So what they do? They share their knowledge, their teachings through lectures. Like we can say presentation is something that a person can understand the speaker. If I am able to make you understand what I want to say through my words, okay, so that is a presentation, and a presentation should always cover the main points and a proper planning. Okay, so the next point is the skills of presentation. Yes, Vrishti, can you say what are the skills of presentation, or Maushami, anyone?
Presentation skill is all about presenting clear and effective communication.
Yes, so the number one point is clear and effective. So what is effective? Now the effectiveness is that my students or the person with whom you are speaking is understanding your language, is understanding the motto that you want to serve. That is the effectiveness. And we shouldn't use such languages or such things that your speaker doesn't comes to know or doesn't understands. Okay, the thing we will make is clear and effective so that your audience or your viewers can understand it better. What's the second point?
Skills of impressing others.
Yes. So through your words, how you will impress when you are giving a presentation, how you can impress others? Through your presentability, through your dress code, through your body language, through your eye contact, through your words, through the making of the presentation. Okay, the effectiveness of the presentation. Understand? And what is the last one?
Interactive communication.
Interactive communication. So this is very important, whether you are getting my words, whether you are understanding me or not. If I don't ask you, so that won't be clear for you as well as for me. So interactive session is very much important to clear out the doubts and to get the feedbacks. Okay, fine. So the next point is how to make a presentation great. Okay, the first thing, what should we remember?
Content.
The content. Okay, before content, should we say anything?
Content structure, making content structure in a logical order, that first added introductions and middle cover with main points about topic, and last added conclusion.
Achha, do you think before making the contact we need anything else? Before making the contact, what should we do? Content, sorry. Before making the content, what is that thing we have to do? Suppose a topic has been assigned to you. Okay, a topic has been assigned to you. So what is that thing that comes in your mind first?
Gathering information and making outline.
That is a planning. Okay, first we should know that what we should put in the presentation. Okay, so that is a planning. So first the point, that is planning, and after planning we should make a content, that which slide is after which, a sequence. Okay, so that is the content. After content it comes what?
Plan.
No.
Planning, then content, then design. Okay, and the last one is your
Delivery.
Delivery.
delivery. Okay, I have made the slide very well. I have put a solid content and the structure is also good, but I cannot deliver it. Is it fruitful?
No, ma'am.
No. So, for a presentation, the delivery is also very important. Okay. The next point is your effective presentation skills. So, what is the first one in the effective presentation skill?
First one is the gathering concentration.
Yes. So first you have to gather concentration. Number one, if you cannot concentrate, if you don't have any attachment with your presentation cannot be fruitful. Even if the presentation should be in such a way that your audience should enjoy it well. Okay. Then the next point.
Then the next point is the aims and the objectives of the presentation.
Yeah, why I am giving the presentation, with whom I am sharing the presentation. Likewise, I have to design it. What's the next one?
Next one is, ma'am,
Setting of a manageable content point.
Setting off, as I said prior, okay, planning and then setting up the manageable content point. How, after which slide I'll produce the next one. The first one will be introduction and the second one will be advantage, disadvantage. Likewise, I have to set a content that depends upon the topic. Okay, yes. Then the next point? Transitions. What type of transitions can we put in a formal slides? What type of transition?
transition should be very formal, and color choosing of color is very formal. That means the background, the color of the background should be dark, and the color of the foreground should be light in nature.
Okay, yeah. The thing is that when we are making a formal presentation, we should always keep in our mind that we shouldn't use any loud colors. It shouldn't look too much colorful. I'll show you a sample presentation that I have made for you people today. Okay, from there you will understand that how you will design a formal slide. Okay, what's the next one?
Summary.
Summary. Before summary, there is a point I would like to add, that is your tone.
Yes, that's so important.
Yes. If you are delivering your presentation between 20 to 30 people, your tone should reach everyone. Your voice should reach everyone. You should speak aloud rather than loud. Okay, you should be aloud. People should hear your voice and can understand it well. Okay, and the last point is your summarizing. That is an overall view on the presentation. Okay. The last point of recall and recap is how to prepare yourself for a presentation. How you will prepare yourself. Do you have any idea that what is the first thing you will prepare?
At first, we have to gather knowledge and information about the topic which we must be presented, and should we dress up professionally?
Yeah, so overall it makes a structure. The first thing that we remember to prepare a presentation is the structure. What does the structure include? The structure include the PPT, its delivery, your body language, your style, your planning. Okay, that all become in your structure. And the second point is your practice. You have made a structure, a good structure. You know that the presentation is very solid, but if you don't have a proper practice, then it is the presentation is not fruititious. Okay. The third point is your body language. I would like to say one thing, students, that if there is a big space, you can move and give the presentation. So that you can maintain a friendly body language. Okay, but if there is a small place like us, you have to stand in a place, but you can move your hand. But don't show repeated hand gestures again and again. Okay, and the next point is, if possible, carry notes and handouts so that your audience can understand the concept of the presentation and about what you are going to give the delivery. Okay. The next point is your speech. It should be clear, It should be understandable with proper language, your tone, everything should be proper. Next comes with the PowerPoint. Okay, what is the PowerPoint thing? That we will discuss today in the class. So today's topic is PowerPoint presentation, how to make it. Okay, so before that students, I would like to share some handouts with you people, through which you can come to know that how the visual effects, the structure, the lines that you will write, what are the things that should be added and what shouldn't. Okay, so here we start with features to make a PPT. So what are the features that we should use to make a PPT? The first point that we should include is a planning. So we can write plan carefully. Whenever you are making a PowerPoint, you should first plan it carefully so that it gives a good effect to your audience. What is the second point that we should include? Do your reach. What does this point means? Do your reach. Do till what you can. जो तुम कर सकते हो. Don't copy everything from Google and paste and you know the thing is like very good, but when you are going to give the delivery it becomes bad. Shouldn't do that. Okay. Number 3, know your audience. How you should know who are your audience. I know my students are my audience, so I will speak from that point, in that level. If I know that some outer people are my audience, then I will speak to some other level. Okay, so the language you understand, I have to speak in that only, rather than using any other jargons. Okay, number 4 is your time. This is very important. The presentation shouldn't be too much lengthy so that people feel bored. Okay, the next point that we will discuss here is simple slide. As I mentioned you people earlier that you shouldn't use too much of colors, too much of transitions. Okay, don't make it too much colorful, too much clumsy. Next, in each line there will be, in each slide there will be 6 words and 7 lines. That means what? You shouldn't write too much. Deliver through your words rather than writing. It shouldn't be like you have written lots of things, you are looking at the presentation and you are going through it. We all can read, right? So what is the thing? We want that my audience get involved in my words rather than feel bored. Okay. What the next thing is? Add images, charts, graphs. Okay. These gives a visual. Yes, of course you can add videos. If you give a video, if you add a video, that gives you more effect. Okay, so students, here I have a presentation for you people. Please have a look in it. If you cannot see, you can go there and sit. Go there and sit, you can see this. See, my topic here is world after COVID-19. Okay, and here you have to write your name, presented by, and you also have your student code, so do mention your student code here. Next, I have made the table of content. In my content, the first one is the introduction, then impact on your economic situation, then impact on education, healthcare, conclusion, my view and acknowledgement. So this is a brief presentation I have made to show as an example. Then the introduction, that the problems that we faced during COVID and how we came out of these problems, the issues regarding our economic life, regarding our professional life, everything is mentioned in this slide. Yeah, of course we faced lots of issues in our social life too. Okay. This is the economic impact before, how it is, and slowly how it went down. This is a global report where it is showing the economic structure of India, China, Spain, UK, France. Through this chart you will come to know that how low it went in Italy. Okay. The next is impact of education, that you people already have experienced, like doing online classes, okay, not coming to the institute or going to the colleges, even for children also, sitting long time in front of the computer and doing the classes and making a big bad hazard in their health. Okay, this is a health impact. In COVID-19, the advantageous thing that we learned is to maintain hygiene.
Yes.
We are all aware of hygiene. We are all aware how to lead our life in a mannerful way, a systematic way. This COVID-19 taught us. Okay. The next one is the conclusion, the struggle that we have done to survive in this world. Many near and dear one lost their near and dear one in this situation. Okay, and everybody is, you know, before COVID there was a different financial situation with people, and now things have changed. So everybody has a, you know, dashed up with the bad situation of the financial conditions. And the last one is my view, where we have written that the outbreak and this planet Earth, the whole planet has suffered with this bad situation and everybody have faced it. And the last one, what you should make is acknowledgement, that is the thank you slide. Okay, the people, those who are listening you, those who have given you the opportunity, what I have written is my heartiest gratitude for the members of ICA who gave me the opportunity to make this presentation. Okay, you can write some other lines of gratitude even. And the last one is your thank you. So I think points are being clear to you all. Do you people have any doubts?
No, ma'am.
No. So once again, I would like to repeat what we have learned today. We had a small recap session, that what we have learned in the last class and how you have to make a PPT. You have to go to the PowerPoint, and from there you have to take the slides and the templates, the formal templates that I have taken, and you have to go according to the planning of the topic. What is the topic that has been given to you? Accordingly you have to plan and put images, slides, text, whatever required. So any doubts and problems you have, can ask me. No problems.
No.
Everything is clear to you people? Okay. The next thing I want to say is I want to assign a task to you people, and you have to make a PPT on that, and the topic is child education. Okay, this is the topic. You people will make the PPT in the next class on the child education, and we'll have a discussion on this. That's all for the day. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.